2010.
Good evening, I'm Terry Moran, and we're going to begin tonight with a controversial company that claims it can train men to seduce women with just a few carefully supervised field trips to the nightclub, reinforced by diligent hours in the classroom. The instructions tailored to what the men say they want. Everything from long-term romance to extremely short-term romance. But is this any way to treat a lady? And is it for real? Brian Rooney has our report.
Hey, buddy, aquí. Hey, yo.
What's your pleasure? Who am I aiming you at? Blonde girls. Blondes?
Yeah.
All right.
Redheads too, if you see them, but redheads don't come up there.
All right, let's go.
The scene in this crowded club may not look like it, but for a group of young men, this is boot camp. Boot camp for love. Their training officers are right in there with them.
Here's the deal. 10 good minutes of interaction, and let's say 5 minutes of good interaction with the group. They're like, you know what, you girls are cool. Come back to our table. All right?
These guys have been taught how to talk to women they've never met and spark a romance. The target-rich environment of the Jet nightclub in Las Vegas was where they went into action. There's the approach and the open.
I love these classes. They're awesome. Because you're smart. I love that about girls. I hope so.
It's a line, but at least it's a new one. These men are students in a seminar conducted by a Los Angeles company called Love Systems. It's self-help for guys who are not quite lucky enough in love. Some of them looking to the long term, a lot of them looking for quickies.
It's about 1,000 little things. It's about learning to be playful, learning to be fun, learning to break the ice with women, confident body language, learning how to communicate on an emotional level. A lot of guys haven't learned that.
That's the company's founder, Nick Savoy, who came to a point in his own romantic life when he realized he had to figure a way to do better. It led to love and a business.
I'm in a relationship now with a woman who I love very much, who I never would have been able to meet before Love Systems, and many of our former clients as well.
Why is that? Why? How'd you meet her? And
I just wouldn't have had the skills to break through the ice. I wouldn't have known how to approach her. I wouldn't have known how to get her initial interest.
Several of Love Systems' 3-day seminars cost close to $3,000. There's boot camp, 3 days of classwork and 8 hours in the field, as they say. Day game, how to hit on that good-looking woman on the street or in the coffee shop. And then there's the bluntly titled Same Night Lays.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Love Systems did not invent the human sex drive. Before Love Systems came along, women and men would go out to bars, parties, restaurants, and so on, and hope to meet somebody, and often hope that would lead to a sexual encounter. We're just teaching men how to do it competently.
We'll start with you.
We met a couple of their clients in Las Vegas. Kevin Fraser, a 35-year-old professional skier, maybe looking for a stable romance.
Sure, there's natural abilities that you have, natural qualities, but if you really want to harness that potential, then, you get coaches, you get people that can help you.
And Michael Pitlock, a UCLA senior who's not shy about what he wants out of this.
I'm basically trying to hook up with chicks. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here.
Classwork starts with female psychology and body language before moving on to the advanced topics of seduction and one-night stands. All is won or lost in the first few seconds of meeting. They instruct men to tell a woman a story, guess what she does, even make a playful insult. But whatever they do, don't ask the deadly, "Come here often?" The training is dependent in part on hidden camera videos, live action between the instructors and women they meet. They show their students how they hide cameras in their clothing before going into action.
What are you doing? You look like you could be a teacher.
They showed the same woman having a conversation over Skype a few days later.
If I come and visit you and hang out with you, I doubt we're just gonna flirt the whole time and not kiss or anything.
Well, yeah, we'll fight and then we'll crazy make-up sex.
In some states, it is legal to record without one party's knowledge, but it was not clear to us whether Love Systems gets permission from these women to use these encounters as instructional material, which is why we blurred her face.
Aren't you kind of on touchy legal ground there?
No, we'll film in a public place. We're not talking about violating anybody's privacy.
Well, a nightclub.
I know that we consult pretty closely with our attorneys before we do anything like this.
But there came a moment when our camera crew was asked to leave the seminar room.
Are the ABC guys still in here? Okay, we're going to have to ask you guys to leave from now. Is it just you, sir? Are you the only one? Who else from ABC?
3 of us.
Okay, thanks for coming, guys. This last segment is just kind of going to be private.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Whatever they saw, the students went out to the clubs to put it in play. By the end of the night, Kevin had learned a few things.
You've got to, physically escalate a lot. You've got to be touchy-feely. You've got to kiss them, because other than that, you're just like the nice dude, and they just want to be friends with a nice dude.
And met a girl he liked.
The end of the night, like 4 or 5 o'clock, was a bachelorette party, and so they all, they came as a group, they left as a group, so it was one of those logistical things that kill it. But, she's in town, so I'll see her tonight again.
And here's Michael doing his thing.
That's where I am right now. They make strong drinks over there. I can totally tell you're like some kind of nurse. You say you're a freak? Sweet!
Michael, how should we put this? Michael came close that night.
So I made out with her, and she was really sexy. But unfortunately, there was logistical problems. Her friends were everywhere, and she didn't want to get sexual in front of her friends, understandably. So we actually went out to a vending machine to see if we could do it there, but there was no door on the vending machine, so we didn't. But it was a good night.
So far, Love Systems has run about 10,000 men through their courses. There is a market for this. But there's that lingering question whether this is a little skeezy, training men like door-to-door vacuum salesmen to close a deal with a hot chick.
At times, it almost looks unfair to the women.
Are women's magazines unfair to men? Is makeup? All of the women's magazines where women give advice to each other about how to meet the man of their dreams, or how to seduce the one you want, or where to meet rich men this summer.
So you're just doing the same for the guys?
I think we're just giving guys the type of advice that women have been giving each other for years.
This is sort of based on the belief, though, that women do want to be picked up. They do want to meet these guys.
Well, if our techniques didn't work, we wouldn't teach them.
In fact, they say guaranteed to work, or your money back. Drinks not included. This is Brian Rooney for Nightline.